What is beauty? Where is beauty? What comes in our mind when we hear beauty? Is it just limited to physical appearance, having fair complexion and attractive looks? No, it has a deeper meaning. Today in this video, we are going to discuss an English poem from Class 6 NCERT Beauty, written by E. A. Shore. This poem has three stanzas. In each stanza, beauty has been described differently. Hello everyone, you're watching The Tutor. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, make sure to subscribe it so that whenever I upload a video, you are notified. Okay, but before diving into the poem, let's have a brief intro of the poet. The poet is a female gender. She was born on 9th September 1926 in New Mexico. Where she was born? In New Mexico. When she was only 13 years old, she published her first book, I Am Pueblo Indian Girl, with the help of her father. Apart from writing, she had also been a teacher. She died on 21st July 2014. Now let's move on to the poem. See, the poet says beauty can be seen, heard, and felt. Let's see how. So, the name of the poem is Beauty. What is beauty? Try to describe what beauty is or list some of the things or persons you think are beautiful. Now, let us read a poem on beauty. So, the first stanza is beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing, and people working or dancing for their harvest. Now, what is harvest? Harvest means yield or produce. Yield or produce. So, in the first stanza, the poet says beauty can be seen in sunlight, in trees, in birds, that is, in nature. We can also see the beauty in the form of joy and happiness, like when farmers dance during the time of harvest. After a long wait, when crop yields, we can see beauty in farmer's face. Yes, and the bright sunlight, different types of trees, birds chirping and flying in the sky gives coolness to the eyes, and hence it is considered as beauty that can be seen. So, in the first stanza, what the poet is saying, that beauty can be seen with your eyes. Now, the second stanza, beauty is heard. In the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Wind sighing means wind making noise while moving. You can say like that. Wind making soft noise while moving. Okay? Then singer chanting. Chanting means singing in melodious voice. Singing in melodious voice, beautiful voice. Anything in earnest. Earnest means serious. Okay. So in second stanza, the poet says beauty can be heard, like the sound of wind blowing at night. The rain that falls on the ground gives a satisfying pleasure. It is not only it not only changes the climate, but it also creates beauty. Yes or no? When we are filled with emotions, music and lyrics plays an important role in healing our emotion, right? It's because of the passion and dedication of the singer who sings with his whole heart. So the beauty is present in the voice of the singer, which has healing capacity. So what we have seen in the second stanza, that beauty is heard. Beauty can be heard. In the first stanza, beauty is seen. In second stanza, beauty can be heard. Now the third stanza, which is the last stanza of the poem. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. Good deeds means good actions. Okay. So in the last stanza, the poet talks about the beauty that can be felt. Beauty is everywhere. it is within our own selves. When we do good with clean intention, having positive thoughts towards everything, we can achieve our dream. Yes, it is the hard work and good thoughts that makes everyone feel beautiful. So this was short and sweet poem where we discussed about the beauty. The central idea of the poem is that beauty is everywhere. It is up to us how we see it, how we hear it, and how we feel it. One needs to have a positive mind and hard work, dedication to achieve anything and everything. I hope you have understood the explanation of the poem. Now let's move on to the exercise. Because it's a short poem, so let's do the answers in this video itself. So the first one is, the poet says beauty is heard in. Can you hear beauty? Add a sound that you think is beautiful to the sounds that poet thinks are beautiful. The poet Keats said, heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. What do you think this means? Have you ever heard a song in your head long after the song was sung or played? So what is the first question here that poet is asking, can you hear beauty? So what you can write? Yes, I can, I can hear beauty. Then add a sound that you think is beautiful to the sound that poet thinks are beautiful. Now you have to add your point, one point you have to add from your side, that what you hear beautiful according to the poet. Chirping of birds and uh, chirping of birds is beautiful. So what you feel is beautiful, that you have to write. So you can also write the chirping of birds is beautiful. Okay, chirping of birds is beautiful. Or you can write gushing of water, gushing, gushing of water is beautiful. Now what is gushing of water? See, if you have been to uh, what you can say, near waterfall, if you have went, you would have heard the sound of water falling from top, gushing of water. So even that sound is beautiful to hear. Okay, then next, the poet Keats said, heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. What do you think this means? See, when you hear something, when you hear any song or any music or lyrics, they are sweet. Okay, they are very sweet to hear. But after a while, after some time, are you able to recall that song, that same lyric or that same music? Are you able to recall in your mind? Does it runs in your mind after a long time? That he is asking, what do you think this means? So you can write that it means uh, sound, not sound, you can write it means singing of a song, singing of a song, or hearing lyrics and music gives pleasure. It is sweet. Okay, it means singing of a song, hearing lyrics and music gives pleasure. It is sweet. But after some time, but after some time, I am able to recall the same song in my head. Okay, Here it is asking, na, have you ever heard a song in your head long after the song was sung or played? So you can write, yes, after some time I am able to recall the same song in my head. Okay. Then next is second one. Second question. Read the first and second stanzas of the poem again. Note the following phrases. See, a few phrases are given in the poem like corn growing, people working or dancing, wind sighing, rain falling, a singer chanting. These are phrases. Okay. These could be written as corn that is growing, people who are working or dancing. Can you rewrite the other phrases like this? Why do you think the poet uses the shorter phrases? See, these are the shorter phrases corn growing, people working or dancing, right? So, here what he is asking that can you rewrite the phrases by adding some more words to it because these are shorter phrases that poet has used in the poem. You have to elaborate it, you have to add few more words to it, but it should not change the meaning. You have to be careful. You have to add few more words to make it look little big, but it should not change the meaning of it. See, two examples are given. The first is corn growing. So here the first answer is given. Corn that is growing. You can either write corn growing or you can write corn that is growing. Both means same. Second is people working or dancing. You can also write people who are working or dancing. Both means same. Okay, so even you have to write the rest of the thing. Wind sighing, how will you write this? By adding few more words to it. Wind sighing, you can write wind that is sighing. You can also write like this, okay, by adding few more words. Then fourth is rain falling. You can write rain that is falling, that is falling. Then fifth one, a singer chanting. You can write a singer who is chanting, who is chanting. See, meaning has not changed, only few words you have added, but meaning is same. Why do you think the poet uses the shorter phrases? Why the poet has used the shorter phrases? So you can write here the poet has used shorter shorter phrases to enhance enhance the poetic effect in the poem. Okay, so here the answer is complete. Now the third one, find pictures of beautiful things you have seen or heard of. Now this is an activity. You have to collect some pictures that you have seen beautiful, or anything beautiful that you have seen or you have heard. You have to collect those pictures and paste it in your notebook. So this you have to do it by yourself. Then fourth one is write a paragraph about beauty. Use your own ideas along with the ideas in the poem. You may discuss your ideas with your partner. So see, we have read the poem, we understood it. Okay, we have understood the poem beauty. So what the poet is saying in this poem, you have to write what you feel about beauty. Okay, we know what the poet is trying to tell, what the beauty is according to the poet, but what you feel, what beauty is in your mind, that you have to write here, but it should relate with the poet's idea. So I will give you an example here, like you can write the beauty is something that we the beauty is something that we see everywhere around us. The beauty is something that we see everywhere around us. You can also write there is a quote, there is a quote, 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 inverted comma, that beauty lies in the eye of beholder. Beauty lie Beauty lies in the eye of beholder. Now what does this quote means? It means that beauty is everywhere. It lies in our eyes. See, something that I like, that I feel beautiful, you may not feel that. Okay? It may look ugly to you. What I feel beautiful, what I see beauty in things, you may not like that, and what you think beautiful is, I may not like that. So it depends on people to people, person to person. Okay, something may I like, some things you may like. It's like that. So the beauty is something that we see everywhere around us. There is a quote, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. You can write, we see beauty in trees, in we see beauty in trees, in landscape, etc. You can also add some point like a blind man may not see beauty with his eyes, but he feels but he feels beauty in his heart. You can also write, a deaf man may not hear may not hear sounds that are beautiful, but he may see beauty with his eyes. He is deaf, but he is not blind. He can see, but he may see beauty with his eyes. Okay, so some more points you can add from your side if you want. So here we have done with the answers. I hope you have understood the poem. You found this video useful, and if you liked it, hit the like button, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.